Hey everyone in YouTube land, Ron here, and this is something I'd like to call the fall of the video retail stores. First up, I want to do a little bit of reminiscing. We got our first VCR back in '85 on Christmas, and we started like recording movies and stuff off of it because at the time me and my mom lived in this apartment complex and we had cable, and I'm sure quite a lot of you remember cable back then with the boxes, and this was before satellite. Anyway, we started renting movies pretty soon, and most of the movies we had rented were from small places. I mean, back in the day, the video retail stores didn't really make it big until the mid '80s. Earlier on, when the video cassettes came out, you could only find them in like smaller places that you could rent them from, like appliance stores and drug stores and grocery stores and things like that, places like that. And by the mid '80s, the video retail stores started coming around, and quite a lot of them mom and pop. And we had, it's hard to tell how many video retail stores we had in our area. There was National Video on the side of the trail, and I heard it was a chain, and they went out of business back in the early '90s. And there was another place in Portsmouth called She Video, which was known as Shawnee Home Entertainment, and it was sandwiched between this small little mini mall, which was next to some other businesses, and they closed up a long time ago. And there were also a couple other places. It started out in Lucasville, Front Row Video, Stage Door Video over in Lucasville, and across from the railroad tracks where the pool place, where the swimming pool place is at, where they have pool supplies. And then they moved over to out of the Lucasville area, right next to the a convenience store, our local convenience store called the Briar Patch, and it was a little bit bigger. And I remember by early 2000s, by the early 2000s, they started having some DVDs to rent, and then I remember shortly thereafter they closed up. And also, I used to always have memories of renting movies. Renting horror movies all the time. And one New Year's Eve, I had like a little marathon of horror movies on VHS, and it was the same one Halloween night. And although I don't know if it was Halloween night on that Saturday back in '87, but I just watched scary movies. And usually I just rented scary movies from the video stores. And there was this one place over on the west side. There was a small place, I can't remember the name of it. They rented movies, and there was a small little restaurant where they made pizza and baked donuts, and it's long gone. And we had a movie gallery, which was a chain, and they closed up a few years ago, and it's now a auto parts place. And I had a couple of movie rental cards from those places, which I just recently threw out. And looking back on it, I should have just kept them as a reminder of what's not there anymore. And we had a there was a place called Front Row Video, and I remember it used to be in the New Boston area, the shopping center, and it moved over in the Portsmouth area right next to across the street from our Kroger's. And then later on, there were two Front Row Videos, one in the New Boston area across from where Golden Corral is at, and then there was another one down from where, down from where Kroger's is at. And now, that one across from the Golden Corral, it went out of business in 2008, and or closed up in 2008. And just recently, the one where the Kroger's is at, which is like up the street from Kroger's, they closed up recently, which is really sad. And what's really sad is that Netflix and these machines called redboxes have taken over. And I don't know about you, but I really don't want to pay $2 or $3 with my credit card every time I want to rent a movie. I mean, I know it's not expensive, but still, I really don't want to do that. And quite a lot of people don't have credit cards, I'm sure of that. And there's other places that rent out DVDs, like libraries. But all in all, I mean, not having the video the video rental stores are just pretty much sad. But who knows, maybe a rental store will open up around here somewhere. I don't know if there's if it's the same in your area. Feel free to make a video response to this video. This is Ron here saying take care and see you, and have a good Thanksgiving, and keep those memories coming.